on Iwtv News.
Jack Frost nipping at your nose? Springtime in Weaver Country. Say what? For kids' sake in Canesville. Child's play with a stethoscope and a purpose. Jackpot. All eyes on the prize, the winners, and the hit me with your best shot. Well, there's a new sheriff in town, and he doesn't miss.
From the campus of Iowa Western, you're watching Iwtv News.
Hello, and welcome to Iwtv News. I'm J.J.Davis. Now, can you believe this weather we've been having? I mean, it's just nuts. I mean, one day and the next day, it's like Mother Nature can't seem to make up her mind. Like, take the other day, for instance. That's right, snow. The first Friday in April. White stuff just parks itself everywhere and anywhere on campus.
Why are we having snow on April 6th? It was supposed to be spring long time ago.
Try March 20th to be exact. But still, students coming and going, but not exactly loving every minute of it.
Well, we got walking this weather every day to class, and I'm freezing right now.
It sucks. It's April. I was not expecting this. I don't check the weather because it makes me not happy to see that it's going to snow.
Can you tell the kids who aren't from here?
Oh, definitely. They're wearing big coats, big jackets, all that. And if it was up to me, I'd be walking around in shorts and a t-shirt.
No one's really loving it. I mean, everyone doesn't expect this, especially for it being springtime.
So you get up, you look out the window, and your first thought?
Ugh. I would rather be on a beach with the summer. So, I mean, I can deal with the snow, but it's not enough to cancel classes.
You wake up in the morning, and when you come outside, you don't even know it's snowing. You gotta run back upstairs. You plan on just staying back in bed, but you gotta make yourself go, motivate yourself to go.
And so it goes. Springtime in April. Yeah, right. Nonetheless, business as usual in Weaver Country. Snow today, gone tomorrow. Your guess is as good as mine. All right, so I'm thinking with all this crazy weather we've been having, runny noses, coughs, colds, are having a field day. Well, I've got just the prescription. Here's Iwtv student Carter Jensen.
Iowa Western hosts its annual Health and Wellness Fair. People from campus and Council Bluffs come to see what the event was all about.
It's mainly geared towards our employees, but it is open to the public and to the students as well. We have blood screening, there's massage therapists here, we have over 50 vendors, just kind of a big variety.
Makeup might skew the results a little bit.
I enjoy the vendors. It's just nice to be able to go to talk to different people from the community, and it's just nice to get them here on our campus, and we have a beautiful campus, so it's nice to showcase it.
The event is usually held in March or April every year. If you would like to know more information, you can contact Jill Sherman at jschurman@iwcc.edu. With your Iowa Western Television, I'm Carter Jensen.
Thanks, Carter. Blue skies, blue nights, Weaver's delight. Big Blue closes out its long homestand. Place your bets, place your bets. Step right up and try your luck when we come back.
From the campus of Iowa Western, this is Iwtv News.
Wake the sun, tell him that I've begun to dream of things to come. to look for me. I'm going to find some peace of mind. Wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.
Fancy pants peanut butter? A big screen television? You haven't even bought a sofa yet. A motorcycle? When your father finds out, he's gonna flip his shoes with 2 buckles? What do you even need 2 buckles for? Mr. Big Shot, buying whiskey shots for everybody in the bar. From the looks of it, I'd say nobody even remembers. Feed the pig.
Okay, it's decision time. I want to experience a 4-year college in 2 years. I want to live on campus but get to my career faster. I want to get started now. Find your path at iwcc.edu and get hands-on, real-world experience. Start now at Iowa Western.
Everything starts out small. The things that hurt us, they all start from somewhere. The words we say, the things we do, they can grow into something else. What was small and innocent can become big and sometimes scary. All it takes is one comment, one picture, one video for something to catch fire. But a big problem doesn't need a big response. Not at first. Even if we don't know what to say, the eye emoji can be that first step we take. Let's all pledge to take that first small step together and change the world in a big way. I'm a witness, and so are you.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs. And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
So there's a health fair for some of the older kids on campus. What about the little kids? The Big K, Canesville Arena, takes care of that. Now, the energy is in the room, and so is perhaps some much-needed child care. Here's Iwtv student Maradane Garcia.
Iowa Western hosts the 34th annual preschool health fair. Second-year nursing students are in charge of the event. They partner with the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, veterinary technology, physical therapy, and athletic departments.
Yeah, our athletic department decided to be part of the preschool health fair that is hosted right here in Reaver Arena, and we wanted to be part of it with all the preschool students that were coming through and showing them a little bit about our sports that we have here at Iowa Western and getting them to learn how to be a little bit active.
Iowa Western students invite preschool and daycare kids from around the area. Over 300 attend.
Oh, they learned so much, and things that they knew they were reminded of. They just had a wonderful time going to each. We made it to every activity station, super engaged.
Now you understand why you have to wear a seatbelt. Yes.
There are several health, safety and educational topics covered in Canesville Arena, such as hand washing, food poisoning, seatbelt safety, and more.
They love it. We had the fire department here, so there was a fire truck outside, so they got to kind of see the fire truck and look at different things, and there was firemen out there, so they enjoyed that. They loved the hands-on activities. We did more educational. Each booth had a hands-on activity for them this year, so they enjoy themselves.
Preschoolers receive take-home bags at the end of the event. They contain information and activities learned at the fair to share with their parents. With IWTV, I'm Maridani Garcia.
Thanks, Maridani. All right, so you're sick and tired of losing. You feel like life is always dealing you a bad hand? Well, how about a visit from Lady Luck? Here's IWTV student Jesse Hauser.
Think you're lucky? On April 4th, Iowa Western put on a casino night for the students of the college. The event starts at 8 p.m. When guests arrive, they can enjoy free food, real gambling tables, and get a chance to win prizes. The games include poker, roulette, and blackjack, all of which are run by real professional dealers. Some might think an event like this may be distasteful to hold on a college campus. Mkar Imbai, a student of Iowa Western, says differently.
Well, in my opinion, what we have today is not that bad. It's supposed to get college students to come out and be together. So I don't see it as a bad thing.
The event takes place at the Student Center, where guests are given a set amount of chips to start. They can play games and test their luck. When finished, students cash in their earned chips for the possibility to win prizes.
I think it's really cool, especially if you're new to this stuff. You can just get a drink, get a pizza, and just watch, the excitement.
And excitement was had all around. For IWTV, I'm Jesse Hauser.
Thanks, Jesse. Now to a special partnership that goes back almost 2 decades. 2 entities helping each other, and together they formed a foundation for success. Sound the trumpets. The Arts Center will continue to bring in acts such as Ballet Nebraska, thanks in part to a $30,000 grant from the Iowa West Foundation.
It's also a nice statement that Iowa West Foundation likes what we're doing, that they value what we're doing, that they trust us enough to give us that multi-year funding.
Funding that will cover the Arts Center for a 3-year period. Now, it's a marriage that has lasted 18 years since the building opened back in 2001.
I'm pretty certain that that kind of support for, that kind of programming support for 18 years is instrumental in their being able to continue to make the offerings that they offer to our community.
The money goes primarily towards our youth series and our national performance series. So it pays for bringing in the artists, pays for their fees, any kind of ancillary costs that are involved with that.
It's all about creating a quality of life here in our community that makes people want to be a part of the community.
If they weren't involved, we likely wouldn't have the youth series, and it would be harder to pull off even having a public performance series at all, to bring in those folks from Council Bluffs.
The Arts Center receives 2 to 4 grants a year to help ensure these seats will be full. The $30,000 from the Iowa West Foundation is the largest, so sound the trumpets. Later, room and board, you decide. But next up, renewed rivalry ×2, and talk about a nail-biter after the break.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day, I found out I had something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
What if you could invest in the future of kids, like a stock? Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change. A whole new kind of investment called Better Futures. When you invest, it helps kids go to college. Believe in us, invest in us, watch us grow.
My name is Sydney, and I'm your dividend.
Okay, it's decision time. I want flexibility, more doing, hands-on experience, and working sooner. I gotta make a choice. I want to get started, now. Find your path at iwcc.edu and get hands-on real-world experience. Start now at Iowa Western.
Every year, 40% of all food in the U.S. never gets eaten.
40%. That's almost half the food we produce.
Food waste is a serious problem. It impacts all of us.
And it's expensive. Your family is throwing $1,500 a year in the trash.
We're working hard to put food waste on the chopping block.
And you can do the same at home.
Learn how to cook it, store it, and share it.
Just don't waste it.
Go to savethefood.com.
Behold, the angry giant. Behold, the angry giant. Behold, the angry giant. Behold, the angry giant.
It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
First, the bowling coach, and now, drum roll please, taking aim at the shootist. The new sports shooting team has found its new top gun, and this guy doesn't miss much, pretty much like the rest of the Iowa Western athletic programs. His name is Derek Pollock. The graduate of Midlands University has been locking and loading pretty much all his life. Shotgun sports, he says, has been a big part of my life since I was a young age, and I'm so fortunate to have this chance to continue my involvement in the sports shooting community. Now, Pollock was a member of a Target Clay National Championship team at Midland. The Fremont native will take aim and begin competition in the fall with his new team. We'll hear more from the shootist when he arrives on campus for good. Keeping it outdoors. The softball team gets a visit from an old friend. Friend or foe, maybe. Sometimes I think it's even more than that, because every time these two get together, it's hit or miss. The 18th ranked Reavers looking to get on the board in the first inning. Naomi Terrazas, her first of 2 hits, but Hill starter Carlin Stanley strikes out the next 2 and then gets the easy ground out to end it. Big Blue pitcher Zoe Hicks strikes out 6, lets Darby Zadina and the defense just do its job. Iowa Western outhits the visitors 6-2. Scoreless, bottom of the 6th, Celia Valencia with a gapper to right. And the sophomore from Cali going to try to stretch it for a triple. She's out. Top of the 7th. Warriors leadoff batter Aaron Kuba hit by the pitch. Steals second, and then Lexi Smith drops one in left. Kuba comes around to score, and it's 1-0 Indian Hills. Bottom of the 7th. Lily Gregory, a bad hot base hit. The Reavers, 2 on, 1 out. 2 strikeouts later, it's over. The Hills blanks Big Blue 1-0.
They capitalized on 1 inning. We hit a kid. She steals second. We drop the softball. They score up 1 softball in 7 innings, and they win a game. So good for them. Hats off to them. They did it when they were supposed to.
Yeah, I think they hit at the right times. Like, we had 6 hits and they had 2, but I think it's just like they executed when we didn't. Like, they got runners on and they hit them in instead of like sporadic hits here and there.
I don't think we got outplayed by any stretch of the imagination. I thought Zoe threw better than her opponent. I thought we hit better than them. We just didn't do the little things at the right time.
Iowa Western outguts the Warriors in Game 2, 5-4. So the Reavers and Hills split the doubleheader. Now these two will meet again in Ottumwa the last weekend of the regular season. And then there's the guys. How long they've been in town? It seems like forever. In fact, it has. You know, I can't remember all my years of covering teams. One's been home for so long, so many home games in a row. Another chilly day for baseball. The home team gets hot with the bats in the 2nd inning. After Cole Evans doubles to score 2, Tyler Reichenborn drops 1 in. Evans comes home, 3-0 Big Blue. Now, Mason Spears 3 for 3, including this base hit in the 3rd. Iowa Western scores 4 times in the inning with some help from the visitors. Whoops. The Blue Knights 2 errors, and it's 7-0 after 3. Now the Reavers 8 hits overall and 3 for extras, including this 3-run shot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner in the 4th inning by Gregory Bennett. Big Blue belts Dakota County Tech 10-0.
Midweek, trying to get some guys some ABs that needed some ABs. It didn't get them over the weekend. Not worrying about the scoreboard as much, but some guys needing to have some better at-bats. Really taking advantage of their opportunity when they're in the lineup. I think we're getting better overall, but worrying about today right now, JJ, we're really concentrating on each pitch when we're in the box and each pitch when we're on the mound, and what's going to allow us to be better right at that moment.
Iowa Western rips 11 hits in Game 2, and the Reavers outscore Tech again, this time 5-1. 16th ranked Big Blue completes a 25-game homestand, and during that span, Iowa Western goes 22-3. And finally, need a room? We've got all shapes and sizes. Take your pick. For next year, maybe? On the other side.
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
So we were walking to school. I started thinking about lunch. Mom packed me turkey and cheese.
She's
I really want
smart.
cheese pizza.
Sometimes her mind wanders.
We should have a sleepover.
I remember saying, Laura?
I think I heard Mom say something.
The sign says don't walk.
Sometimes it's so overwhelming.
I really hope she doesn't
I
have
really
another
hope we
bad
don't
day
have
at
another
school
bad day at
today.
school today.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. Go to understood.org, a free online resource with support and tools to help your child thrive.
Papa!
Schedule your campus visit today. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
Gosh, I remember my on-campus experience many moons ago. My room, not so much. Now, with all these TV shows about houses and rooms and picking a room is easy, right? Well, how about I give you to our resident real estate agent, E.J. Wren.
Navigating housing on campus can be a difficult endeavor for both new and returning students. There are multiple buildings to choose from, and they all come with a different price point. I talked to resident assistant Skylar Hester to help clear up some of the confusion.
We have Suites 1, Suites 2, the Tower in the Village. The Tower is an all-male residence hall. So far right now for Suites 1 and Suites 2, they are co-ed buildings. And the Village is also a co-ed building, which is more of an apartment style than the suites.
I spoke to IWCC student Anthony Flores about his dorm and how he felt about his living conditions.
So actually, yeah, I think it's cool. It's actually way bigger than I pictured it. It's gonna be, as soon as I move into a university and I have to share a room, that's gonna be a huge difference. Because you have your own room to yourself and it's actually really big. So yeah, I like it. It's cool.
I also asked Skylar what kind of accommodations students should expect when they move in on campus.
So for the suites, it's 4 people to a room with 2 bathrooms in each suite. So one person would be sharing a bathroom with another person. For the Tower, I believe it's 2 men to a room. And they would be sharing a bathroom with the whole floor.
Hopefully this helped clear up any confusion you had about housing on the Iowa Western campus. With your IWTV News, I'm E.J. Wren.
Thanks, E.J. So this room is full, finished. We'll have a new open house next week. And as always, you never know what you're going to get. And so for IWTV News, I'm J.J.Davis. And as always, I'll see you around campus.
IWTV is online. Like us, follow us, watch us.